Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Dark Place Watcher of Realms. In today's video, I'll do gear raid 4, stage 4 for you without any anti-healers. The reason why I wanted to upload this guide is because I myself don't have any anti-healers. I don't have Demi, I don't have who else? I don't have Artemis, right? None of the anti-healers, I don't have any of them. I've watched some guides, some strategies out there as well. Most of them includes at least one anti-healer. I wanted to do one without an anti-healer, and I've combined some of the strategies that they have got already out there. But this is specifically focusing on having no anti-healers and then trying to beat this stage. Now, up to stage 3, it's pretty much doable. At stage 4, they gain double the healing with this passive. So it becomes a lot harder, let's say, to do it. I've also tried the same strategy on stage 5. It did not work for me. But maybe it could work for you if you've got better gear, because my gear is not really the best, right? So I'll just disable Power of Dominance. I'll go in, I'll show you the strategy in a second. So the strategy involves using Vienna at the downside, and with the help of Morrigan as the Lord and Dolores as well, she will have enough damage, right, to hold the south side, right? She gets that execution, they're immediately that south side dealt, right? This is perfect. And you need a tank there just to stall them, just to stall the mobs coming before you get that execution out of Vienna. So an Olak can work, a Brokir can work, anything can work really. I'm using 2 tanks here. I'll tell you why in a second. In the north side, I'm using Valk. And quite literally, I've given her my best gear. This is the best gear I've got in this account. 100 for crit rate, almost 200 extra crit damage, 180 extra attack speed. This is the best I could, give to any of my heroes in this account. And despite that, her damage alone wasn't enough to deal with everything because she's only at A1, right? And her skills for me are not fully, fully up there. So pretty much, I'm sure that maybe your Valk is a lot better, and you can just use her alone. But for my case, it wasn't enough, and that's why I needed to bring in another AOE DPS unit into the table, which is why Ajax is here. I like Ajax because he can benefit a lot from the Morrigan Lord's bonus. Now, if you don't have, Morrigan, you can maybe use an Epic Lord as well. It can still work, especially if you've got better gear. Like, for example, my Ajax doesn't even have a set, right? It's not the best gear in the world. My Vienna, just, a lot of attack, crit rate decent, crit damage not even there, not even what I want to have. It doesn't even have a set, right? Just prioritizing stats here. But, you know, maybe your Vienna is even better and just an Epic Lord will be enough. But yeah, so I need 2 healers, one for the bottom, one for the downside. Elovine is nice just for that rage regen, that passive rage regen that you get all the time. So it gives Dolores and Vienna enough time to get their ults up again and again with every kind of like wave coming. So that's quite nice. And apart from that, yeah, I was using Vortex in the north side. And one tank, just one tank is enough actually. I've got 2 here. I'm not counting Isolde. Isolde is just there for the Lord bonus. I've not built her up because I pulled Isolde after I pulled Brokir and Regulus, and I already had Olak. I already had Baron. I already had enough tanks, so I didn't want to build her. But if you've already built her, maybe she can be that second tank for you, and then you will have one space, open for you to, whatever unit you want to use, right? But because she's not built, I'm using these two tanks here. And as I said, actually just one tank is enough at the south side just to stalk those enemies. But I'm using a second tank as a joker tank in case somebody slips through, uh, you know, my already existing tank in the south side or my Valk in the north side, right? If somebody slips through, or if my Vienna maybe needs a couple of more seconds, somebody is slipping through, and her ult is not yet up. These are kind of the situations that you could come across quite often. That's why, and it happened to me as well, and that's why I'm running a second tank here. Now, I have got my Morrigan built as well. She's got a decent attack speed, especially because I want to get those bombs often. This is the only way you can make her somewhat viable. Her damage is not there, but she will be useful. Because what happens is you're gonna see in a second, uh, as I said, my Valk wasn't enough all by herself, so I'm using her with Ajax to get those mobs killed before they can move in the north side. But then I'm also using Morrigan because Ajax dies, and then I use Morrigan, and they get used interchangeably all the time. As I said, you will see in a second. So that's about it. As I said, this strategy didn't work for me for stage 5. It can work for you because I don't have the best gear, but I'll actually run it in auto fight. I turned the power of dominance off, and you will see how it goes, guys. There we go. I'll try to explain it. I'll try to stop it and just explain what's happening here as well. So in the south side, I'm starting with a tank, my Vienna, my Dolores, my Elovine, and they are just dealing with the south side. This is my placements for the south side. Now, stop in for a second. See how I've used Dolores ult right before or right after these mobs are moving. The reason why I do that, and it's quite important, especially if you don't have a hollow or something, the reason why I do that is because if I wait for too late to use Dolores ulti, then the next time mobs are coming, she will not have ult on time. So this is the reason why I'm using it a little bit earlier here. So the mobs are coming, the second ones are waiting, and I'm damaging a little bit Vienna before getting the execution out, just to make sure that I can get all of them, right? Just to make sure that their health are going down a little bit, and then the execution definitely works. And then in the north side, I'm using Valk, right? I don't even need a tank. And I'm using Ajax and Vortex just to heal them. So, Valk, as I said, your Valk, if she's in a better state, can work all alone here, but I'm using her together with Ajax just to deal with these mobs before they start moving. As you can see in the south side, the same thing just repeats itself. Pop Dolores, pop Vienna, and then these mobs are gone. Meanwhile, my Valk and my Ajax are dealing with these units over here. You will see in a second that Ajax will die. He will not withstand. Oh, actually, he didn't die. For whatever reason, he survived. Oh, the power of dominance is active. I didn't know. Even though I turned it off, does it run in auto? I didn't know that. I should have just done it manually. Sorry for being lazy, guys. But what actually happened in the original run is that Ajax died, and right after Ajax died, I used Morrigan, right? So, uh, and the Morrigan will die later on, and I'll bring in Ajax again. So I'm using them interchangeably. But now, because Power of Dominance is active, Ajax didn't die, and now both of them are here to deal with with the north side units, pretty much. So it goes as planned so far. Ooh, a couple of them slipped through. A couple of them slipped through at the end. As I said, because I will normally have another slot up in the original run, I've used the second tank because my Vienna didn't have the ult on time at the very last, mobs, let's say, coming from the south side. So I've used my second tank actually to block them, and then Vienna then had enough time to get her ultimate and execute all of them, right? But this, because of the power of dominance, this worked a little bit differently. As I said, my apologies, I should have done it manually. But this is pretty much how I do it. Just to show, I think I've already shown my, my gear, but on Vortex I've got a lot of HP, as much as I can have, just some HP bonus. Main stats, not even, as you can see, it's not even the best gears in the world, right? And as I said, the same strategy for me didn't work for stage 5, but for you with better gear, with a better Valk as well, it can work. Why not? Um, Brock here I didn't even use. I have used in the original run, but not in the one that you've seen. And my Olag is over here. It's got just HP bonus, defense bonus. Um, just regular tanky stuff, right? Uh, Not even the perfect gears out there. So that was it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope this helped somebody. As I said, huge thumbs up to Fastidious. I have watched this video as well beforehand. That's why I was aware of the Valk strategy too. But yeah, this is what I came up with no anti-healers here, right? Uh, Hope this helped. Please like and subscribe, and see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.